So if you tell the poor people, oh, you should, go and destroy the police stations, the rich people will say, well, take 10,000 naira, give it to everybody in the community.
And tell them to stay at home. Don't go anywhere.
And tell them, there you go. So when people, as we're analyzing and listening, I think there's a reality that everybody has to play a part, and it's going to be a long game. Nigeria is not going to change in 24 hours. I was there for 2.5 weeks. When I tell you, Uncle Mayagu, people are cashing out. People are cashing. Unfortunately, I can't. All my friends are but they're cashing out. I'm in meetings and I'm hearing millions and millions. And these are all legal businesses, by the way. So the elites are doing extremely well. The people supplying diesel, they've tripled their revenue. So the elites are loving this. That's why all the elites are quiet. People are building more. Everyone's saying there's a Lagos. What do they say? On property market, Lagos is not well. Who told you that? That's Instagram propaganda. Not while I was there. I'm seeing people sign contracts for 60 apartments for millions of naira.
Just like it's nothing.
Yeah, so we have to be careful with how we're taking information. There's a lot of propaganda. The elites are enjoying this. They're loving the fact that poor people are.
So we shouldn't expect them by any means to stand up and say Nigeria is not working. So why would they want to say Nigeria is not working when it's working for them?
Uncle Maya is working perfectly for them right now. They're loving it. Their restaurant menu triple prices. The poor people are paying 10,000 naira for Gary. Rich people are enjoying. The elite are enjoying this.
Well, I don't think it will be for long, Sha. Okay, you saw other things too, didn't you?
And that was a major thing that I saw though, Uncle Michael. The gap between the poor was getting worse, but the elites are enjoying it. They're benefiting from it. So the real issue here is the poor people who are not
up for themselves, but they are too poor, or they are too busy being poor than for them to stand up. You said
that's it.
That makes it.
And I just don't know how the change is going to happen, Uncle Michael. I was there looking around. I don't know. I think the only way a change can happen is when the poor start killing the elite. When the elite children
at Falomo yesterday, and that happens to be someone who is a big shot, but it's a foreigner, which is a Lebanese. They're asking for $1.5 million. And go on.
Uncle Michael, is not enough. Uncle Michael, what I saw these past 2 weeks, I was like, what's going on? It's not even. They need to kill more of them until their children are abducted on the way to school. Until the poor people start murdering their next door neighbors, Uncle Michael. The elites will watch.
They will. Right.
You
remember I said that too on this platform, right? That the Nigerian elites are just so dirty. They are the stinkiest elites, right? Who lives in the slum or who build their mansions and drive their biggest expensive automobiles in the slum, and they fly private jets in and out of the slum, and they are comfortable with the way Nigeria is. What kind of elite?
They love it. They love it.
They do.
They love it. They absolutely love it. And if you think they're going to be the one protesting, shit, you'll be waiting there until they die. That's the only way, Uncle Michael.
No way out.
That's the only way until they start feeling it. Where somebody shoots them in the middle of the night, the housekeeper is strangling the Oga. That's when the elites will wake up. And if you think they're going to campaign, do you know how much money people are making in this whole Nigeria? People are smiling. What's the time right now? I know people right now are smiling.
There's this, there's so much money laundering going on as well, okay, as we speak. Because you see all this money lifting out of the government cover and all of that. Most of them are ending in the private account of all these guys. Remember that restaurant owner that received over 300 million to build their 2 block of classroom in Lagos. But she's never been to Lagos herself, ever. Her restaurant is in Abuja and collected that bank account of the restaurant, collected money from that project. It was good. So now if you see that restaurant owner, right? And he says, I'm just going to buy myself the latest 2024 Benz of 150 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
To that person, Nigeria is working.
Exactly, yeah. All right, Uncle Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you for always.
I would love to hear more about your other experiences in Nigeria. Okay.
It was too much.
Eh?
It was too much. It was too much, Uncle Michael.
You know one thing about me, right? You know one thing, right? You'll be seated there watching, okay? And I'll just say something, I'll pick something, and you'll just be like, oh, how did you know that? I wanted to call him and tell him about that. Oh, I'm going to call him and tell him more. One of these days, I promise.
Yeah, but like I said, the elite do not care. Until the elite die, their children die. I'm sorry, that's the only way. Until the poor people become violent, until the poor people start seizing the elite. Forget the politician. I'm not even thinking about the politicians, Uncle Mike. When I say the elite, the people that run the private companies. Until they get hurt, nothing's going to change. Anyway, goodbye.
Fair enough. Thank you so much, Aduke. And you see, sometimes some things will be said and they will sound so blunt or harsh. But there are things that will likely happen. You know, when situation keeps getting worse and worse, right? Anything can happen. Even the worst you can think of but never say out can happen and will happen. I will take my last call. I've got 15 minutes to go now, and hopefully this is the last one. Hello there. Did I take that? No, I didn't. I left it ringing. Hello there. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon or good evening, Mayego.
Good evening to you, Baba. How are you, sir?
I'm good. This is Adeza from Edinburgh.
He's my brother, my neighbor. Adeza.
I'm good. Are you?
Very well, as usual, you know.
Okay. Thank God. Well, I just want to make a little contribution to what is happening. Yeah, firstly, I want to talk about the money that the World Bank loaned to Nigeria. You see, I think World Bank too is a big problem to Nigeria because even in a normal banking sense, when you give money to somebody, you want to know how he used the money. So that if he come back the next time, you know if he's worthy of giving the credit or not. All the money that World Bank gave to Nigeria through Buhari, there's nothing that was done with it rather than just using the money for themselves. And Tinubu start again, and the World Bank is still aiding him in that corruption that they are going to. For them, bringing the issue of aircraft for both the vice and the president, that was the aircraft that Buhari and Osibajo used throughout their period. And Landlight was just service not quite too long. And now the money they just go and secure again, they want to use it to buy aircraft for themselves. Why Nigerians are in pain. They could not be able to even agree on the minimum wage till today, and they want to buy aircraft for themselves. I think it is a time for Nigerians to really wake up and challenge these evil men, because the only language they hear is violence. Understand? Because you see that there is no sign of any good thing at all. Just like somebody who went and borrow money from the bank. I used to go and buy furniture or private car to use. That's what they've been doing with all the money they are saving. And the interest is keep on growing. You notice one naira interest on it. It keep on growing, and they don't know the implication it is to the economy. Secondly, during about 2 weeks ago, when they were talking on minimum wage, the first time I hear the Sultan of Sokoto saying that if they pay Nigeria 250,000, that Nigeria will crash. But these are the leaders that they've never spoke to the government to behave well, because they are taking their own course one way or the other. Their children are being favored in high position. They pay homage to them in the day and in the night to collect their own share. They never talk of the good of the country. Now that the Nigerians are demanding for a better life, they now think that the state will crash. So I think these are evil that everybody needs to rise up again. Thirdly, those who are saying that obedient are Igbo, let them go and see what happened during the week under review. Are Igbo people, are they Igbo people? We saw how they shut the whole system down.
They intentionally are saying it so that, you know, it will become something that in years to come, right? They will say, oh, the reason why Obi and the Obedient couldn't become this was because the Igbos were abusing everybody. They will say it. And that's why we must start correcting that now. Okay.
I said something about 2 days ago. I say Obedient is already a tongue in their flesh. Understand? In their sleep, when they are asleep, they see Obi. When they wake up, they see Obi. Already a tongue in their flesh. So until they repent and do what is right, they will not have peace of mind. Just as the wicked calls himself that if he betray PDP, he will never know peace. And that's why I say that he can never know peace because he already betrayed the party. And that's why you see all this attack coming left and right for him, because he will never know peace because already pronounced curse on himself. And the thing he pronounced curse and he's following, and the curse is following him. Fourthly, I want to say concerning Nigerian, that Nigerian, we are two those are things that are supposed to get us angry, doesn't get us angry. No. Understand? So I think at this time,
they get us so angry.
Things that are irrelevant. Instead of them to hold the government accountable, the people that are not supposed to talk to, that's the people they'll be talking to. So until they really wake up from this slumber, because me and you that are here, yes, it's the way we are discriminating ourselves in Nigeria. They discriminate us here. You know, me and you for don't go back to Nigeria now.
You know, for that part, nobody will even advise us. Like just how it's done here. Yeah, and that's what breaks my heart too, Adisa, right? A lot of us who have left Nigeria for years, we have our own experience in the hand of those who judged us or look at us just because of the color of our skins. And we don't know how it feels. Okay? Some of us will say, oh, me, I know they care. That's what they do. I know they care them. If they do the racist thing, I know they bother me. But it does bother you. It does bother everyone. We just handle it differently. But if these same people, all of us, we're there abroad, who knows how this feels, are also supporting tribalism, the bigotry, the ethnic bigotry. Back in Nigeria, we are irredeemable. But if those the level of tribalism we are showing ourselves in Nigeria is the way they show the racism to us here, I agree. Many of us will back in Nigeria. Like, forget about this greener pasture. A lot of people will return back. Yeah?
Because every day when I sit down, I said, how can somebody be in US or be in America or be in Canada and be supporting what is happening in Nigeria?
And say, I'm standing for the right of my people. And I have to stand for our people. Are you normal? Which people?
Because I want to tell you the truth, Maegu.
Yes, sir.
If the country is bad, I will not come over here. No. If the country is good, I will not come over here.
What are you going to be doing here?
Everybody that come over here, it is because of the country that is not moving well that many of us to live and come here for a better life for ourselves and for our children. In a situation, you are in your house, you are no longer safe. You are in a place of worship, you are not safe. You are in the market, you are not safe. You are on the highway, you are not safe. You are on the air, you are on the road, you are no longer safe. These are the things that drive 80% of people who are abroad. These are the things that drive them out of their hometown and separate them from their entire family. So, but it's getting worse. So I think the issue is that just I keep on repeating this Martin Luther Jr.'s quote, that no slave master voluntarily allowed the slave to go. On the slave demands for it. Until we demand for it, understand, nothing will happen. Finally, regarding labor, you know, I told you that time that labor called that strike off, they will never get any strike as strong as that again. You can see that it is dying down gradually.
They are because, kind of saying that they are going to lift Tifnumbu to God.
God. You know, that is the misconception we have in Nigeria. Everything you say, God, come and fight. God created the heavens since the 7-day arrest. He has given us wisdom. He gave to us to live a normal life. But if we begin to enslave ourselves, I think that Jesus or Muhammad will come down to save us. That is not true. So I just want to thank you for the enlightenment and your contribution, because me, I see you as the real GO, not GO we have in Nigeria, because you say it as it is all the time without holding back. We are part of the religious leader in Nigeria that holding them enslaved, taking their tax and offering, taking their income, and still telling them they are going with police, security, and the rest of it. They say God is the God that will secure the less privileged. God doesn't secure the leaders. So I think until we mature,
protection, they have all of these gun-wielding, hard-looking guys. When it is your turn, they say, God will protect you. God will protect all of us.
So I just pray that one day they will wake up from their slumber and really demand accountability. Because this thing they are doing here, even when they come in, they be like an ordinary man. But when they go to Nigeria, they be a semi-god.
You know, that's why I'm like, see, the reason why I do what I do, on a final note, just like yourself too, Adeza, is because these tribal rhetoric, religious, ethnic, divisive rhetoric from these guys. The reason why all of us must stand up and condemn them, call them out as they do it. We must not join them in sharing this, for example, and say, do Okupe say something, then it's your own turn now to attack and abuse the Yorubas generally. We must not be like that, because you know something, I live here, you live here as well, Adeza, right?
Yeah.
You could be in Nigeria where they are planting this hatred for one another. You could get caught. You, your family, anybody, myself, my family, I could get caught up in the brawl that I could be killed. And guess what? They will say, what caused the fight? It was Igbo and Yoruba fighting, Jare. That's why they killed him. But they've settled now. But what about me? Dead, gone. Any of us could get trapped in all this thing. If you're not thinking, you better start thinking now. There's no point there's actually no good thing in joining them, okay, in batching yourself because you are
I think it's really
because of the jobs. If any of you don't stop it, one of these days we may get caught up in the fight that we are not even aware of, and that could take our lives or even take something. That's why I'm doing that's why we never keep quiet when I see this guy.
Has been rewarded with a name after him. I think Okupe too is looking for relevance or looking for food. You know, so when they let politics now, when their party is failed, they don't get money as usual. They're looking for more money. So maybe by the time
they have to throw the tribal thing in there, something that could actually get people. You do know that there are people who are willing to kill themselves right now because of what they believe the Yorubas have done to the Igbos. You know, there are Igbos that they personally have this and they must.
I'm not lying. I'm not. See, if there are people who have contributed immensely to the growth of the economy of Nigeria, it's Igbos.
They are the Igbos.
I'm not Igbo, but that's the truth.
So now, because of the action of these guys, right? Meanwhile, there are still some who are waiting. They are waiting for another that will allow them go after the Igbos and kill the Igbos in Lagos. Why are they all like that? Because politicians keep giving these rhetorics. They keep giving this kind of preaches and all of that. Educated people are sharing them. That's the thing.
APC actually revealed the character of people who thought they are good before. Really, in fact, APC revealed their character. Those people who are honored in the public, they are nothing.
No.
The APC really revealed their character. Thank you so much.
You have a very wonderful Sunday still, okay?
All right, thank you.
Later this evening, I will say hi to you. You have a good
All right, thank you.
Nice. So that's Adeza, ladies and gentlemen, and that is my last caller. So I've got an appointment somewhere like around 5, okay? So then I am going to walk myself and try and see if I could be back here later this evening. But if I don't, remember, there are enough stuff that you can actually keep yourselves busy with tonight, okay? So thank you so much for this. And if I'm coming on, you're going to see the notification yourself an hour before then, okay? Stay safe, all right? And then you all have a wonderful Sunday. Good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
jíjó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù ayé ìkún ti